video. So I'm not creating that video. All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. We are live at the Samala Super Cup 2024. You are now watching the second game of the night. This is Denver Wolves Team Handball Club women's side versus SLC Massif women's side out there from Salt Lake City. I'm going to be your commentator for the rest of the night, Kurt Schaefer, and with that, SLC already ahead by 1. But let's go ahead and go through the. Excuse me, I'm blanking on this. Let's go ahead and go through the player list right now. All right. Starting for Massif SLC after a great stop from goalkeeper Sophia Broadhead. We have number 11, Maria Ariza. Number 17, Myra Beck. Number 12, back in goal, Sophia Broadhead. Number 13 is Ingrid Lemos. Number 16 is Zara Marty, with Nicole Mello donning number 2, and Noel, reading this off a phone. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Noel Ngarnan at number 9. Lace Nascimento at number 21. Over at number 6, we have Michelina Neubauer with Beatrice Perez at number 18. At number 3, we have Melis Verdue. Number 11 is Bruna Vieira. And number 10, we have Marie Wolfhart. And that is once again the Massif SLC women's side lineup for this evening. On the Denver side of the ball, we have number 3, Cedar Bellows. Number 1 back there in goal, Marilia Cantagesi. At number 99, we have Kathy Darling. Number 10, Jessica Dines. Number 20, Raphael Eastman. Number 17, Catherine Fayella. Number 19, Alexandra Ferguson. Number 2, Sukha Narambatar. Number 6, Adnara Perrine. Number 7, Doreen Sanchez. Number 11, Shirley Sanchez. Number 9, Anna Sloth. Number 12, Nacha Vaughn. And number 5, Rachel Walsh for Denver. Ball State Denver. It looks like the referee's going to call for a turnover there as number 18 for Massif tries to make it through. And Beatrice Perez not able to capitalize on that. Cedar Bellows out of the backfield. And that's number 99, Kathy Darling, with the first goal for Wolves. Massif SLC to take that goal. Denver center back trying to get through there, not able to do so. And Darling passes down to the pivot. She's unable to break through. That's number 20, Rafaela Eastman. Massif now with possession. Massif left back trying to break through. Can't get it done. They will take the foul on that. right, Denver sends that wide. It's looking like a slower game than most right now, with Kathy Darling trying to get something started from that left back position for Denver. Both sides really relying on their left backs right now to generate attacks. And just like that, would have been a breakthrough for Maria Ariza. Is not able to get through, and referee's going to call that one back. Massive ball intercepted. Cedar Bellows passes long. And Anna Sloth unable to hold on. For the Newcomers team handball, those are not just gigantic soccer balls that you have to grab with nothing else. You are allowed to use a sticky glue. Different players have different allotments they allowed for the glue, or that they appreciate for the glue. But overall, in the actual professional level, there is usually a healthy amount on it, which does allow the players to grip it more easily. And that's going to be that's going to be a 2-minute foul for, looks like number 18 for SLC. That's Beatrice Perez to take a seat after that one. Massif maintains possession. And looks like some excellent defense on the side there by Denver. Number 7 on the breakaway, Doreen Sanchez. Doreen Sanchez puts it in the back of the net. Nicely done. And would you believe it, an American team handball game has a crowd large enough for a horn. And I told my friends if they showed out, I'd buy them bongos. Then I promptly forgot to buy the bongos, so apologies about that. And from their back line, SLC unable to get a play together. Just like that, number 14, Maria Ariza able to throw that through the net. And it'll now be, apologies, I've completely missed on the scoreline, 3-3. Denver retains possession after that. Good attempted to stop, but the referee's going to whistle that one back. Anna Sloth at the wing, passes out to Bellows. Passes into the midfield, wing to wing, and Broadhead make the stop. And Massif able to break through, putting it back up for the away team. And that ball goes wide. Sorry, the camera angle didn't quite catch that. All right, Massif on the attack, looking for an opening. Denver's line set, and yes, they do break through. That'll be another goal for SLC. Score now sits 5-3. And our trusty referee corps to make a certainty that's going to stay down here. The women's format of this tournament, hosting 5 teams from around the country, around the world. Obviously, of course, you have Denver Wolves and the Massif SLC. Additionally, though, showing up all the way down from a much warmer place and a much nicer weather overall is San Diego Indoor women's team. The Ohio State University, representing the Midwest almost exclusively, I believe, in this tournament. And I'll have to verify that last team. If I'm not mistaken, it is New York City women's team. Although in typical fashion, 6 p.m. after a full workday, I am not quite as prepped on this as I would have liked to have been. I do apologize. It's not New York City. It is Cal Heat. San Francisco Cal Heat to round out our 5 women's teams at this tournament. Salt Lake City goes ahead, puts, look at that. Puts the lead to 6-4 with a yellow card given to number 17, along with a 2-minute for number 17 for Denver. That's Catherine Fela, who I believe hails out of Dallas. Dallas team handball not able to send a full women's team, but some of the representatives did make their way onto the home team roster. And subbing in now over there at the side, at the wing, I do see number 11, Shirley Sanchez for Denver. And at the right wing. At the left wing, we have number 5, Rachel Walsh. And Denver looking for Cedar Bellows. Cedar Bellows tries to get through. Goes to the pivot. Raphael unable to break through. Massif on a counter attempt. Passes to the wing. And it's going to be over the line. Mary Canagessi passes it out to Denver. And I see now number 2, Soka Narambatar checking on for Denver at left wing with a volleyball entering the court. And that'll be dealt with. Soka to Cedar. Cedar going out wide. And that ball is mishandled. SLC takes it, and the referees allow play to continue. Soka interception. No one can maintain possession in the midfield. Finally, Massif on the counter. Passes down to the pivot, and it would have been a great go-ahead. But another volleyball has made its way over. A second volleyball, a third volleyball have made their way over. And the referees are calling that one dead. And that's a 7-meter for number 7. Massif. Kadiana Saldana sinks that, puts them up 7-4. And that goes wide, but it stays with Denver. Denver still with possession, eating those fouls as much as they can. Doreen Sanchez to start that attack, breaks away. Bellows Out to Shirley Sanchez. And Kathy Darling unable to break through. Massif on the counter. And no. Cantagessi to stop. 2 shots by Maria Uriaza. Maria Uriaza. And 2 stops by Cantagessi. And we go to a timeout. Well, we do love amateur sports, but did have to reset the timer there for more accuracy. I've not been hitting the pause button quite as much as the referees have. So, in the first period of the second game of the Samala Super Cup 2024, Denver Team Handball Club women's team sits at 4 with SLC Massif at 7. You know, it's kind of amusing to me that there's no volleyballs flying into the court while we're paused. I have a feeling we're going to get a nice barrage as soon as we unpause this. All right, and the referees say we're off. Denver out of the back. That's Alex Ferguson with the ball to start us off. Going out to the wing, back to the middle, circling around. Narambitar out to Darling, back to the center back. And that shot goes high. Great counterattack by SLC. Unable to sink it, though. Both of these teams, great attempts, but neither come away with anything to show for it. And referee signals that ball will stay Denver possession. Down to the closed end of the court. Almost losing it. Not quite, maybe. And scuffle in the middle. Goes forward. That's going to be recovered by Marie Wolfhart. Going all the way down. And another 2-minute for Catherine Fela. And this will be a 2 for Salt Lake City. And no! Cantagessi denies it. All right. Alex Ferguson from the top goes out. Narambitar. Darling with the ball now. Going back to the center. Ferguson in pivot. Once again, that's number 11, Shirley Sanchez, sitting at center back right now. And it looks like we have Ajanara Perez. Sorry, Ajanara Perrine checked in there at right back as Denver does not score. Salt Lake City putting one through. That's number 9, Noel Ngarnam. You'd be shocked how hard it is to get these rosters more than about a minute ahead of time. All right, Denver looking to attack, but moving with speed, and they'll pick up a foul. Denver currently playing down 1. I don't have any way to tell how much time is left on that, but by my estimate, it's been a little more than probably a minute at this point. There we go. Kathy Darling's been looking for that shot all night, sends it through. Denver come back from down by half. Lay going for the pivot. She's unable to break through. Once again to Ngarnam. You see Denver really sticking in the middle. Not a lot of wing play happening so far. A lot of that reason being that it seems like they're players who want to take the most shots. Kathy Darling, maybe in the middle there with Shirley Sanchez. They're commanding the offensive side of this ball. Massif's defense able to hold them. You've got to wonder what kind of changes are they going to make as we come up on a halftime in about 5 minutes from now. 6 minutes at the actual scoreboard. Denver with solid defense. Perrine holding it there. Ferguson up to Nurambatar, and no, does not get through. In goal for SLC, no longer Sophie Broadhead. It's now number 16, Zara Marty. Darling, Sanchez, Darling, Bellows. Movement in the backfield. Not a lot of crosses, though. I'll give you a little bit of alpha for all the watchers out there, but as a current Denverite myself, practices with this team, plays for the B team, men's B team. Apologies if you watched that performance. This Denver women's team is a mix mash of women who do play in Denver and those who don't. And you can definitely tell which ones have a little bit more charisma with each other. Certainly, you know, it's hard to put together plays and whatnot, especially when many people not exactly on professional contracts out here. So, and that's going to be Soka Nurambatar with possession, able to pass it through to Kathy Darling. And Cedar Bellows bobbles the ball, gets it back to the center. CB looking to move, comes into traffic. Bellows out, Darling. Nurambatar on the line, and referee says it's going to be Denver possession. And Perrine with the shot goes wide. Newly checked in from Massif, number 3, Melis Verdue. Looks to be sitting down there at pivot right now. Another new addition on the field, number 2, Nicole Mello with her first contribution of the night. As Denver makes their own substitution, number 20 coming back out. Now on left wing. Darling looking to go alone, and that'll be a 2-minute for pushing on SLC number 18, Beatrice Perez. She'll have to take that seat as Denver checks in a new pivot for the night. Number 10, Jessica Dinez. Perrine looks, nothing. Darling looking, Sanchez looking. Sanchez a little bit wrapped, and the referees will give Denver possession again. Massif going to be happy with that stop, though. Cedar Bellows goes up. Cedar Bellows. It looks like the keeper got a little bit to it there. Backs moving around. You just don't see many plays being called. A lot of straight-on handball. Pivot's trying to make openings. Seems a little outsized by the midfield, but more importantly, she's not really getting any looks either. As once again, Massif CB goes for it. Stays with Massif, but does not go in the back of the net. And I'm going to pause my timer here. I once again apologize. You know I'm a very professional man. We're going to get to know each other very well over the rest of this week, as the time sits at 1:31 official time. And Cantagessi collects up to Bellows. Looking for a counter. Denver loses the momentum, goes in the midfield, and that'll stay. That's a 2-minute to number 3, recently checked in pivot for Massif, Melis Purdue. Wing back to wing back. Looking center. Wing trying to cross with the back, and Denver loses possession. I've been missing this entire time that the score is 5-9. I promise I will try to do better in the future. You have my solemn word, dear viewer, of whom I do not know. And 40 seconds to halftime. Massif probably trying to make something happen just to put it back up to a full doubling of Denver, but doesn't seem able to do it right now. And referee calls a, excuse me, I was going to say a double dribble. Calls a travel on that as Darling goes Bellows. Tries to break through, goes pivot. Pivot unable to collect. And it looks like SLC is going to take this one into halftime. All right, and that'll do it for the first half of the first women's game of the 2024 Samala Super Cup here in easy breezy Aurora, Colorado. My name, once again, is Kurt Schaefer. I'm going to be your MC for the rest of the night. If you are looking for this stream, you can go ahead and find us on YouTube. Obviously, you're on the stream, though. That's where we're going to be restarting every stream from here on out. Looking at 2 more games tonight after this one, whole host of games tomorrow and into Sunday. All these times are going to be in Mountain Time. If you don't live in Mountain Time, you should at least sometime in your life. Wonderful little time, isn't it? Samala Super Cup brought to you by Samala USA, a athleisure brand brought to you from right here in Denver, Colorado, the Greater Front Range area. You can find us at SamalaUSA.com. Any purchase of a Samala athleisure wear product does result in at least a small profit of that going back to Zimbabwe to provide education for underprivileged youths over there in Zim. My name is Kurt Schaefer once again. We're going to go ahead and pause this for the halftime, and we will recollect in about 3 minutes. Actually, I'm just gonna mute it. right, we are up again, back for second half of this friendly little outing. Nothing friendly at all, actually. Denver and Massif, if there are such thing as rivals in American team handball, I'd go out on a limb and say it. Geography and consistency makes rivalry. Oops, excuse me, I gotta readjust this little tripod here. Denver and Massif, you know, the records aren't kept, but if I had to take a wild guess here, I'd say that the women's teams keep a pretty close and level with each other throughout the years. This year at the UNITA Cup, I believe is what it was referred to as, the SLC home tournament, Denver men's team was able to eke out a win against Massif, but then here in the game before this, Massif men's team able to push one out against Denver. And that will be the 10th goal for Salt Lake City here for the women's side. If the referees want to add that to the scoreboard, I might have to take it down. I don't know. All right, at least for now, I'm going to take that one away. Thought that was a good one, but I must not have been. Denver center back able to eke it through, make a goal happen where it probably shouldn't have been. And Denver will cut the lead to 3, as it appears that, yes, that SLC, I thought it was a goal, would not go down as one. And the referee says travel, hold, double dribble. I'm not sure exactly what that call was, but it is a turnover. And that's Anna Sloth checking in. Passes out an interception, though. Massif rolling. And no! Right at the keeper. And that's going to be a 2-minute for number 5 on SLC. I apologize, I don't actually see a number 5 marked on my sheet here. Huh, weird. Well, number 5 SLC takes a 2-minute. Number 12 for Denver back there in goal now, no longer Kanagessi, is Natasha Vaughn. Natasha is another Denverite, if I'm not mistaken, and she does have quite a few minutes with the national team, so she's out here today representing Denver. Always good to see high-quality players. And Anna Sloth sends that one a little wide.
Não faz cagada não, que eu tô gravando, viu? Não faz cagada não, que eu tô gravando. Aponta!
And Malis now at center back. And it ricochets off the bar. Cedar Bellows tries for a shot there, unable to push anything through. Sloth to recover as Bombo walks in front of the camera. Darling looking out wide for Bellows, passes Sloth, and almost an interception. Nice defense, unnamed number 5. I do apologize in advance. Your captain was not willing to write down your number on your jersey. And not gonna go, no. SLC runs over the line. And that'll be a goal for Denver. Comes back 7-9 now. Denver has prevented any goal in the first 4 or so minutes of this one. Right there, Natasha knocking that one away. Well, it's a well-known defect on the Denver men's teams that second half is not exactly the best performance. So it'd be interesting to see if the Denver women can knock that habit off of the Wolves' name. Move forward here with a win would be an excellent morale boost. And if you can see it in the distance, both San Francisco Cal Heat and the Ohio State women's team are warming up. They will be on after this one in just about 25 minutes now. From the back. Left back cuts through, hits right. Denver shrinking that deficit to just 1 goal. Salt Lake City looking to respond. Not able to get through though. Denver's front line holding strong. I don't think they're necessarily outsizing them. They're just able to stand up. Salt Lake City not making for a lot of complex plays here. Denver gets an interception. Denver on the breakaway. Bellows goes down the sideline. Jump shot. And that'll be another block for Zara Marty. Darling looking to start something. Denver kept possession, but no. A charge called on Denver. Ball's going the other way. And circle runner running through the circle. Can't do that. Once again, for all you newcomers, for all you medium-comers, maybe watched a few games or maybe even watched this tournament last year when I was being just as annoying on the camera. If the pivot, the offensive player who stands on that line, if they run through the circle, even if they don't have possession, even if they're not involved in the play, even if nothing, if they run through the circle, if any offensive player runs through the circle, it is a turnover. Kathy Darling, and it's through. Denver even the score 9-all. And SLC sends that one wide. Denver with the fouls stay Salt Lake City's end. You feel a culpable change in tempo and energy from both of these teams. There's no panic. There's 15 minutes 30. Yeah, that's right. There's about a minute extra on than there is on screen. 15:30 left. There's no panic But if you're Denver, you're very excited with how this half has started. And that one goes wide too off the wing for Salt Lake. Salt Lake playing a 5-1 now on defense. Denver trying to look through there. Still doesn't get anything past. Denver, good defensive offense, and no, it does not go through, right on the line. And that'll be a 2-minute on Cedar Bellows. Game becoming very lively out of nowhere. Gives Denver a 2-minute, and they don't even get that goal on the other end. Both Denver and Massif checking in new players now. Massif looking to capitalize, and they do. Goes up 9-10 just like that. SLC breakaway, and it's through! Whoopsies. Not that I'm biased or anything, but I may have seen a toe on the line there. However, that's why I'm up here talking to you guys, and the referees are down there being actual referees, so. Salt Lake City looking to try to start something. Denver's line is set. A couple substitutions, it looks like, and no. Vaughn collects. Denver on the move. And Sanchez with a double dribble flips right back to Salt Lake. Any kind of momentum game is definitely out now for Denver. Denver, number 20, takes another 2-minute. That's going to be 2 minutes, under 2 minutes. We'll go down to just 4 players on the field for a while. Double dribble from looks of things. All right. Well, Denver checks back one more player. Kathy Darley joining again. And, the name of the game when you're down a player, if you have the ball, do nothing. May as well wait around. Make the defense wonder when you're going to attack, what you're going to do, but you are under no pressure to move forwards quickly. There is what's called a passive in handball, where if you don't make a shot in a certain amount of time, you have to you get basically the referee's hand goes up, you get a certain amount of passes. But time-wise, there's not really such thing as time wasting. It's just the passive. So potato, but kind of one of those neat, interesting rules. Number 11 for Denver trying to make a shot happen, and it goes over the net and through the uprights. The +3 in a different sport. And it looks like Denver gets a corner off of that. They will immediately brick that chance. Ball to Massif. Yes, the score is still 9-11, but the time is about 10 minutes 30 left. I promise if you could see my very annoying setup here, well, you still wouldn't forgive me for any of the egregious timing issues I'm giving you guys, I'm sure. But I can go ahead and fix that a little bit. 9:43, it's close. It's closer to accurate. Denver back to full. Now Salt Lake City, strong control. They want something to show for it. 2-point lead. Nice attack by Lays. Nothing happens. Passes out. CB shot. Goal. Straight through the net. Darling, shot. Darling, goal. Immediate response by Kathy Darling. Lead is back to 2. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left. Ha! Timed it up perfectly. Now Salt Lake City with the cross. Cross shot. No, blocked. And that goes out the back. Denver possession. No one's in crisis mode yet. Both teams have plenty of opportunities left. You look to execute. For Ryan from the backfield, Darling going to center. Center shooting. Another great stop. And ball stays Denver end. Darling, CB. CB shoots into double coverage, goes nowhere. Number 11, Shirley Sanchez. Now Lays with the ball in the middle. Tries to pass it off from the wing. And Denver rejects it, stays SLC end. 7 minutes left. Cross shot. Cross shot. No! Vaughn denied. Vaughn out. Sanchez, Bellows. Circling around. Wing to wing. Well, skips around Batar. And that shot goes through. Denver cuts it to 1. 6 minutes 20 left. And SLC bobbles. SLC responds. Massive. Back up. 13-11. Denver from the top. Going wide on all sides. Cedar Bellows goes middle. Sanchez. Scoring opening up here. We'll see if it remains. Someone with a foghorn making the crowd a little lively. 5 minutes, and the pass to pivot doesn't go through. Denver holds possession. There's a random volleyball rolling around. Won't cause any issues, though. I guess you beat me on that, viewer. You said that there wouldn't be any volleyballs at all. I said there would only be ones in play. Perrine, Darling, sitting there at right wing. Excuse me, left back. I know this game, I promise you. Darling looks. Sanchez. Massive defense comes out. Massive. No! Yes! What a sequence. Massive keeper stuffs a goal after a defensive error, followed up by an offensive error on Denver's side, followed by finally Massive sinking it to go back up 14-12. And we enter into a timeout. 4 minutes 48. That's not 4 minutes 48. That's 4 minutes 48. All right. Timeout. We'll be back right after this. And we are back. Possibly the last segment of this game. One timeout still does sit, I believe, with Massif. Denver. Cedar Bellows missed his shot. And that's Lay in the back. Center back looking, spreading out the pass. Calling the play. And wing shot, no. Denver recovers. Denver passing through. Kathy Darling looks for a shot, gets wrapped, but gets called for travel. 3 minutes 30 left. And yep. Referee sees it, so did I. That's on the line, that'll come back. 3 minutes on the dot on the scoreboard. We're a little ahead now on my raid. Cedar Bellows passes down. Pivot tries to get through, unable to do so. Darling Darling looks for the pivot, and ref says over the line. And it looks like the referees will actually award Denver a 2. No, I'm sorry, not a 2, just possession. Denver possession awarded. Denver possession capitalized. That score shrinks back down. Denver lobs it up. Excuse me, doesn't lob it up. Massif lobs it up. Interception for Denver. Denver with possession. They trail by 1. 1 minute 40 left. Darling looks to the right back, and she runs into traffic, maintains possession. We are now in crunch time. San Francisco are making sprints in the backfield. The Ohio State team is all warmed up themselves. And Denver holds possession. Denver looking for something. And that'll just be possession. Just a foul, nothing else. Cedar Bellows passes out, and referee says turnover. 53 seconds, 50 seconds now to play.
Calma, Laís, calma!
The fans are shrieking. And timeout. We enter our last timeout of the game. The score on the screen is accurate. 14-13, SLC Massif leads with possession. 36 seconds to go. And we'll be right back after this to see, can Denver pull it off or can Massif maintain the lead for the win? It's crazy the things that they have in modern technology, such as a telescoping, what is this thing, phone stand, camera stand? Not like I bought this last night or anything. I should probably know more about my equipment, shouldn't I? 32 seconds, 30 seconds on the dot. SLC takes the shot, SLT takes the score. Denver with speed now. Do they have accuracy? Bellows. And that'll be just possession, nothing else. Seven seconds. Kathy Darling. And that'll be it. Honestly, a close game the entire way through. Both teams with everything left on the table after that. This has been the second game of the first day of the Samala Super Cup 2023. The ladies starting off their side of the tournament with Denver Wolves team handball falling to SLC Massif by a score of 15-13. Now we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast. You can find our broadcasts all for Court 1 on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and end this broadcast and restart again. We're going to be bringing you the Ohio State University women's team versus San Francisco Cal Heat.